Everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a very interesting guest on my YouTube channel. Her name is Gladys. She is in Melbourne at the moment and she is a nurse. And today video is all about the career of nurse in Australia, and she's coming from India. She is from Kerala, and I'm going to open up the stage for Gladys to give her introduction and why she's chosen this career and more about it. Gladys, please say something about yourself.
Thank you, Faiz, for having me. My name is
My
Gladys, and I
pleasure.
come from Kottayam district in Kerala, from India. And I've been in Melbourne since end of 2017. I started my first job in 2018 April, and I've been working as a nurse since then till now. And it's been an incredible journey, and it's a very beautiful country to live in. And I can't wait to share all the details with you guys, and thank you for being here.
That's awesome, Gladys. We are really excited to have you today here. And there are a lot of people from various different countries. Like there are a lot of Indian people who want to know the pathway of becoming a nurse in a different country, especially a country like Australia. And a lot of people did dream about it. I have a lot of people from Southeast Asian countries, especially from Philippines, who follow my account, and they want to know how the nursing career works abroad. So this will be a perfect opportunity to learn from your experience, and this is all straight away first-hand experience that you will be sharing with all of the viewers. So if you're watching this video, please make sure you watch this video till the end, because you're gonna get a lot of information. But before we jump into how Gladys became a nurse, we're gonna do a little bit of background talk with Gladys. But let me tell you, Gladys, I met her very long time. It's almost 9 years, and we connected after almost 9 years. We have always been in touch online, but like through social media, and looking at each other's status and how our family growing and everything. But there was always a connection, and then we are back today on this platform. Um, Gladys, tell me something about your journey. What did you do in your studies in India? About your family, about the place that you lived in. Please, if you could just give me some information.
Sure. As I mentioned earlier, I'm from Kottayam district in Kerala. It's a beautiful little state down in the southernmost part of India. And I did nursing straight away after my year 12. And I did bachelor's, which was like 4 years in a country, in a town called Bangalore. Was really close to Kerala. And after that, I moved to Delhi to work, like to start my career as a nurse. And I worked in a big hospital called Apollo in Delhi for 1 year. And after that, I actually wanted to move somewhere abroad. That's been always my plan, or my family's plan. So I did a little English training course
Yeah.
and to do the IELTS. And then I passed the IELTS exam, and thought of applying to Australia. The processes have actually changed. And back then in 2017, when I tried, there was a little 3 months program called Bridging. Or it's called Iron Course or something. So I did that and got the registration here. And that's how I actually got the job in, started applying after getting the registration. Things have changed from since then. They don't have that course anymore, but they do
Yeah.
have 2 exams, like a
Yeah.
theory and a practical, to
Yeah.
get the registration here. And to tell briefly about my family, because you asked, I've got a
Yeah.
brother and a sister, and my
Yeah.
parents live back home. My sister lives here in Melbourne, and my brother lives in New Zealand, where you live.
Ah,
And
yes, of
yeah,
course.
that's my little family. I'm married. I live with my husband here, and my husband's family is back home too. And yeah, it's been a beautiful
do
journey.
you do you miss your hometown?
I do, but I visit my home every year or every
Oh,
other
that's
year.
nice. That's very
Yeah,
nice.
except that there
Yeah.
was a bit of gap during COVID,
Right.
obviously. Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I
Yeah.
usually travel back home every year.
Oh, that's awesome. That's really, really good. Yeah, every year, if you can go back to your home and relive those memories, those childhood memories, that's really amazing.
Yeah.
Gladys, you mentioned that you worked in Apollo Hospital. I've heard of this Apollo Hospital. I'm not sure. I don't know much about it, but yes, it's a very big, reputable hospital in India. And how did you decided to go into nursing, like, like, because I see, like, well, in India itself, you were like, you did your nursing course and straight away went into nursing, and you always had a plan to go. So why you chose the career for nursing?
It's a very interesting thing. Question. Um, Nursing is not really like not wasn't out of the blue or anything. My mom was a nurse.
Okay.
She's a nurse, and my sister is a nurse too. And I've got a few cousins that do nursing too. It's a wonderful
Yeah,
job. Although
absolutely.
I didn't really plan to become a nurse. Um, my dad actually preferred that I did nursing because it was um, like a easy profession to get work and everything. There's like job security and everything, and
Hmm.
that's how actually I entered into nursing. But now I love nursing. It's a great job, and
Absolutely.
I personally feel that it's a very meaningful thing you can do, spend your life doing. Um, and About Apollo, it's a tertiary hospital, really big hospital. There are so many branches, and I worked in Indraprastha Apollo in Delhi. And it's been a wonderful experience. I worked in the ED, and it
Hmm.
gave me a really good exposure to nursing. It was like crash landing into a very big experience. Yeah. Um, I worked there for 1 year, and it was really good, like a good
Right.
experience. And yeah, it's helped me throughout my nursing career.
That's amazing to know. But what made you decided to go abroad and go, especially choose Australia for nursing? How did that decision came into existence?
Sure. I'm going to be honest. Australia wasn't my dream place or anything, but it's
Right.
actually a really good place to work and
Mm-hmm.
to live. And
Mm-hmm.
especially Melbourne, it's a beautiful place to be in. My initial plan was to work somewhere else, but then my sister was already working in Australia, and she liked it here.
Yeah.
So my dad actually wanted me to be closer to my family members. So
Yeah.
that's how initially the thought of Australia came. But it wasn't an easy thing to get a job in Australia because I didn't
Yeah,
have
I
a
can
visa.
understand. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
So
you did
it was a
mention
little tough.
you did mention about the course that you had to do to get the registration for nurses. Like, this course that you did, was it back in India or was it in Australia?
No, it was in Australia.
It was in Australia. So you first went through your English test, which is the IELTS test, and then you
Yeah,
applied for a course in Australia, I believe, to study.
yeah,
And then
yeah.
apart from this course, you have to do this registration. That's correct?
No, this course leads you to registration. It's not actually a course.
Right.
Yeah, it was like three weeks of theory and 3 weeks of placement. So it gave
Right.
you a rough idea about how things are in Australia, and
Yeah.
the theory was mostly about community nursing, which is quite different to where you
Right.
study nursing. Yeah, so it's totally different. So they give you an idea about what's the different things, and basic nursing care is same
Yeah.
in every place.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, there are things that are different.
Yeah.
So it's a good way to get to know how things work in Australia, like the care and everything.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, a lot of people have asked me about, oh, can they get a job directly in Australia or New Zealand, or through the agents and stuff? And I always tell them, now the one of the best way is to get a study, get your registrations done and everything, and that's how you go through the right way. Which how you did it and how I did it is the way that needs to be done. So Gladys, your decision to move abroad, why did you not look for a different country? Like, for example, you said that it was not the initial, you didn't want to go to Australia, right? It's because of your family, you wanted to be close to the family, which is fair enough point. But what was the other country that you wanted to go to?
Honestly, I wanted to work in Dubai. I don't know
Right.
why,
Okay.
but I wanted to. It might be the glamour and everything,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
like
yeah.
to be, and it's actually closer to India than Australia. It wasn't like I didn't want to work in Australia or anything,
Yeah, yeah,
but a lot of my friends that studied with me
yeah,
in the nursing college, they all
yeah.
most of them went abroad, and
Mm-hmm.
some of them migrated to UK, like found a job and migrated, and
Right.
few of them migrated to Canada, and some very few people came here. Like
Yeah.
few of my batchmates came to Australia. Some I would say at least 70% of my friends who studied nursing migrated somewhere because
Right.
it's, you know, the let's be honest, the situation, the payment and work-life balance is not great in other countries.
Inter-country. Yeah, yeah.
Jobs
Fair
not really
enough.
flexible. You can't work part-time, or sometimes you can't get a decent pay. Those
Exactly.
things
Yeah, fair enough.
made everyone think, for to find a better job, or to get settled in a better
Yeah,
in
and everyone deserves,
another country.
a good country and a better work-life balance. And if you have the skills and you have the abilities, yes, of course, why not? So while of course, every single thing that you do is comes under a journey, right? This is all about a journey, and there are different phases to the journey. Though your first phase was in India, where first you finished your studies, and then you said you went to Delhi, and then you worked in Apollo, and then you applied for a job and you came to Australia. Now applied for studies and then you came to Australia. Now every single phase has its own challenges. If you can share every every single phase starting from India, what are the challenges that you faced and how did you overcome? Like, this is the challenge you faced in India and this is how you overcome it. Then these are the challenges you faced in Australia and this is how you overcome, so that those people who want to leave their country, they need to know that when they are trying to come out of the comfort zone, these are the challenges they will be facing, and this is how you have to come out of it. There's no other options.
Yeah. I'm actually someone who would stay back in, your own country if you didn't have to go out.
Yeah.
But sometimes, unfortunately, not everyone gets great opportunities, wherever you are. So the struggles in India, there's struggles in every period of life.
Absolutely.
And getting the bachelor's wasn't too bad. Like, it was, there wasn't too much struggle there. But once I moved to Delhi, it was a new language, and actually I planned to go to Delhi and find a job there because I wanted to do it with my friends. I had two very close friends who were planning to work in this particular hospital, so I just went along with them.
All right.
So yeah, I think I was just going with the flow in most places.
Going with the friends.
But it was a really good exposure there.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously the new language. Although Hindi is the national language in India, it was a little hard to master it in the beginning.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, there was struggles associated with there's no part-time options or anything. You have to work full-time. You had to work like night shifts, and which sometimes you have to work here as well.
Yeah.
But it's a lot.
There's a difference.
Yeah. Like sometimes if you don't want to work night shifts, you can find workplaces where like jobs where you don't have to work night shifts. But they're more every month we had to work like 8 night shifts, and so it keeps rotating, and so there wasn't much of work-life balance there. But I was really young, so I didn't really care.
Yeah.
It was okay at that point, and I didn't plan on staying there for too long
Yeah.
anyway. And then I did the IELTS thing,
Yeah.
which was a struggle itself. In
I know it
itself,
can be.
I had to attempt it twice or thrice to get through. Like
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't know about PTE back then. It was actually an
Yes,
easier thing to
PTE
do,
is
I
a different
guess.
thing too. I know, yeah.
Yeah,
So if you
I was
can't do IELTS, you can do PCE. That's another
PTE.
thing.
Yeah, there was no option of it back then, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the nursing registration, APRA um,
Required
didn't take PTE
IELTS,
back then.
EP. Yeah. Some of the courses they
It
don't
wasn't
do.
very popular anyway. I didn't,
Yeah.
yeah, IELTS was a little tough. And after that, getting registration wasn't too bad.
Right.
And also I had to spend I don't know, like 8 lakhs or something
Wow.
to get the registration. Like altogether, the expenses were, yeah, it was a little
Quite.
expensive.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
have to be mindful of that as well. And then after I got the registration here, which was in January of 2018,
Mm-hmm.
I had to wait for a little while, like to find my
Yeah.
first job. I did apply in a lot of places. A lot of people that have gone through this phase can relate
Yeah.
to me. It's not really easy to get your first job.
Absolutely.
And my sister was in Melbourne back then, and so I was actually looking for jobs in Melbourne.
Right.
I think you could easily get, probably not easily, but you could get a job in like remote places in
Areas.
Australia
Yeah.
a bit more
Yeah.
easily.
True.
Yeah, some of my friends did find job like in remote places and
Mm-hmm.
like in regional places.
Yes.
But I lucked out. I found a job in Melbourne. Yeah, I don't
That's
know.
cool.
I did find a job, and I've been with them ever since then. I didn't actually
Yeah.
move out of the hospital. I stayed in the same hospital,
Yeah.
and and it's been a great experience since then. But the struggle, when you after I first got the job, it was the nursing in here is slightly different. It's
Then.
the basic care is the same, like looking after
Yeah.
the patients. People are the same. I mean, basically the same things.
Right.
But initially, it was a little hard to get used to the nursing in here.
Right.
The system, the community, the life, everything is different in here. So what people, especially with the discharge and everything, it was
Yep.
very different.
Yeah.
Because I found job in medical surgical ward, which looked after mostly like older people.
Yes.
Yeah, so at first getting familiar with everything and everything's it was a little different, but once you find your feet, it's really easy.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, you learn. It's all. It's the journey of learning and never giving up. Because once you give up, you can't really. And you did well. You mastered it in a beautiful way, and now look at you. You're almost retiring
I'm
now.
proud of myself.
No, that's amazing.
The first few years wasn't easy at all.
No, thank you so much for sharing. That's a very honest thing that you have said, and how you have given out, how much you have spent the money, and it's a very honestly said, and really like it. I really appreciate that. So now when you were out of the phase of struggle, now I want to know achieving stability and growth. Now this is the time if you can share more about what are the rewards of being a nurse in Australia. Now you're in Australia, so what are the rewards? What's the stability? What's the growth?
That's a little subjective topic. I think it is. Yeah. You get financial stability.
Yes.
And About nursing, I think it's actually a very rewarding job emotionally, and you know, it's a very good profession, and I found that it was really a meaningful thing to do. Not just nursing, healthcare related, anything, because you're working with people and
Yeah.
you're dealing with people. You see different people every day, and you can touch their lives, and it's something that I really, got to experience through the years, and I'm really glad. And I've met so many amazing people. Most of my patients, being they were really grateful people. I never found it hard to work with people like my patients.
Yes.
It was really a good experience. I don't think many people can say that. Like a lot of people that work like employees, they um, go through. Sometimes they'll have to face verbal abuse and whatnot, like their client, customers and clients and everything. But I haven't had to go through such bad experiences. Usually, not many people have to go through that. But yeah, sometimes you have to be mindful about that too. But I did have a really good experience with my patients. Sometimes the work can be stressful, like everywhere. Um, so those are some struggles, but you get, as I said, I found really um, emotionally rewarding this job, and you got financial security. You can earn a lot of money by, once you get PR and everything. You can work how many hours you want. You have got the opportunity to make money. You can find work life balance if you want to. Like if you want to reduce the hours, you know, go part time. If you don't want to work weekends, you've got all these options.
Yes.
So those were something that I found here, which I didn't find in India.
Yeah.
There's like allowances, penalties, and everything to work weekends and everything in here in this country,
Yeah.
and like in many other Western countries, to be honest. And there's this opportunity for everything. You can make more money if you want, or you can reduce the hours and work a bit more relaxed, which I do now. Yeah, I've been working part time for a few years now, which I really enjoy.
That's
Yeah,
the
but I
best
did
part,
I
eh?
did work full time. I did work weekends, and I did work night shifts and all in the beginning of my career here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
So there's this opportunity for everything.
absolutely,
Yeah.
like you're doing what you want. You have worked hard throughout your life. You worked hard in India. You have, when you came to Australia, you did your work hard. You were working quite hard. Now it's time for you to spend some time for yourself and take it back and take it slow. Like maybe next step, whatever you want to do. And but whatever you want to do is all the best from me, and
Thank you.
hopefully, whatever you try to achieve, I'm sure whatever you touch will turn to gold for sure. I want to know if you can share some of the life lessons or advice, or some of the experiences that you got, that you can never forget while working as a nurse in Australia.
Well, I think the something that I can um, share here is I got to touch the lives of few people, probably many, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Cut the call, please ring me. Um, yeah, I think that would be something I really would remember. Being able to touch the lives of people,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, I've um, I've worked in two different departments in here. So first, when I worked in a ward, I used to look after palliative care people, which I never got to experience when I was back in India. So it
Mm-hmm.
was a very different experience, and it was really beautiful. Um, working with those people, seeing different kinds of people, and being able to do something relevant and meaningful for them. That's been the greatest reward. And yeah.
That's
Sorry, did you ask me something else? I forgot
no,
the question.
no, just some of the experiences that you will never forget while you have worked in Australia.
At work or like
At
in
work,
general life?
as a nurse.
As a nurse, yeah, I think I've had a lot of experience. I've had so many, you know, deep, long conversations with a lot of people. It's I don't know if I can
Yeah, yeah, of course you can't
recall. I
share
can tell
those,
them
of
all here,
course.
but
Yeah,
yeah, a lot of people, a lot of memories come back to me at the moment. Yeah,
yeah,
I
that's
remember the
amazing.
faces of a lot of people I've had really good connection with, and over the years, and it's been. I don't think I would have had any of these experiences if I was in any other profession,
Absolutely, it
and
is,
I'm
ladies.
really
And what
grateful
you're
for
doing
that.
is really, yeah, you're doing, you have done a very, every single nurse, not just you, every single nurse who are
True.
looking after the patients and, touching the life of the people when they need you the most is an amazing job. And you guys are superheroes, as I can see. Because doctor will come and check, and the rest of the work that needs to be done by the nurses, they look after us. So thank you so much for the service that you and all the nurses are doing in the community. That is really, really amazing. Now, how was your
Thank you.
experience? You're welcome. How was your experience here today on this platform?
Really good.
Yeah.
This is my
No.
first podcast ever, and
Oh
I was a little
yes.
nervous, and I I don't know if I
No,
actually answered most of your questions, but
no,
it
you
was
did
good.
very well. I really appreciate you taking out your time and sharing a little bit of piece of your work, your life, and your profession, so that all the viewers who are watching this video, they get to know a little bit more about it, about the nursing career, whoever are interested. If you could just say to my viewers to like and subscribe to my channel, that would be great.
Sure. Please like and subscribe this channel and share these videos and put comments on
Yes.
them.
Yes, we go
Did I
live.
do a good job?
Amazing, you did fantastic. Let me give you a round of applause. Now this is amazing. And you know what, we do it live, so it is not that there are a lot of YouTubers and a lot of community outside. They record, they will do all sort of edits, and then add all these things. We don't, I don't do this. I just go live, so whatever happens, whatever we say, we can't go back, we can't edit it. So this is what it is, and it takes
Very
a
genuine, right
very
from the bottom
genuine, yeah,
of our hearts.
raw, it's just raw. No edits. Yeah, so it's not easy, so please, your support is much appreciated. And thank you so much, Gladys, to making some time out in for this channel and for me. And probably we will get you back again, and we'll probably discuss something more about nursing. Let's see
Sure.
if you guys wanna know more about nursing. If you have more questions, just put it in the comments, and I will get Gladys back, and we will discuss more about this. Thank you so much, Gladys, for being here tonight. And I know it's Sunday in Australia, while in New Zealand it's 7:33 p.m. That would be 4:33 p.m. in Australia,
It's
if I'm not.
5:30.
5:30. Okay, I just wrong. So right, 5:30
5:30
p.m.
in Melbourne.
Melbourne, and you have some more time to enjoy a Sunday. I have couple of an hour maybe. Then I'm gonna have my green tea and finish it off. I'll see you next time, Gladys. Enjoy your evening. Enjoy the
Sure.
rest of your Sunday.
I
Take
hope you
care of
stay
yourself.
happy and healthy, and all your viewers too.
Thank you so much, Gladys. See ya. Bye.
See ya. Bye.